5. Let's get a little bit more light on the subject here. More unnecessary changes from YouTube. Only a few minutes late. Got my chores done late.
Invad3RDIZ said, Uncle Rob.
Welcome aboard, Diz. How you doing today, buddy? Let's get this up on my phone so I can see some of the chat.
Invad3RDIZ said, Happy Starfield Thursday, relieved face.
Happy Thursday to you as well. Very, very surprised with last week's turn of events. Did not know main characters were capable of being eliminated.
Barbarian King said, Hi RP.
King, welcome aboard.
Invad3RDIZ said, Can't complain, can't complain. Hope you are well. Barbarian King said, Hi Invader. Invad3RDIZ said, Howdy King.
Always good that the world isn't taking a giant dump on you. Because I think anybody would complain if the world was just stomping you down. Things have been fairly passive here at the games household. Just trying to keep up with the chores. You know, we've had my youngest visiting for the month, so it's been very tight quarters with
Invad3RDIZ
extra people in the house.
Said, At least getting little less power outages, but I should empty talk to early.
Yeah. We'll keep our fingers crossed, right? All right, before we go anywhere, let's remind ourselves what skills we're working
Crossing all my toes.
On ballistics, we're 40 out of 100 for killing with ballistic weapons. On shotguns, we're 1 out of 50 on killing with shotguns. They work on each other, so shotguns are ballistic weapons. Commerce, we've already sold 75 unique objects, so we can upgrade that with a skill point.
Said, RP buddy.
Welcome aboard, True. How you doing, bud? Persuasion, succeed in 3 speech challenges. I've already done 1 out of 3.
Barbarian King said, Hi True beer mugs.
Sneak attacks.
Invad3RDIZ said, Mr. Flat.
I just have to be in
Invad3RDIZ
stealth mode
said,
when I
Shelterin.
attack. There's a trick to that I haven't figured out. So I think it's
Trufflat
if you
said,
stun somebody
Barbarian and Invad3 are beer mugs.
and then crouch, you count as
Trufflat
stealth.
said, doing good yourself?
I'm doing good, True. Well, one fight I used 20 healing items, so I'm ready to upgrade the healing skill. I still have not used targeting control systems. I have to be honest with you, I don't know how. And I have no targeted weapons on the frontier. All I have is long-range particle weapons and a disruptor weapon. I have to pick 30 locks to get the next level of security, and I can upgrade my boost pack. And I have to destroy 4 more ships to get better maneuverability. But what I'm trying to do is get to starship design. I think I've spent enough points in here that I can't get down here. So 3 more points in this area before I can get down here. But I can get to starship design, which is what I'm after. So I'm trying to get up to Class C starships, which I have to upgrade this. So we still have some piloting to do. She's with me.
Constellation has suffered losses before.
He's on the ship already.
None quite so violently.
How do I assign people to the crew? I'm assigning him to the frontier. That way he will always be on the frontier. And he will always be on the frontier. They are very useful to have on the ship. Vasco doesn't count as a crewman because he has a special slot that he can fill. Your partner always comes with you, and I believe I've already told her to come with me, but I'm going to make sure of that. So I will assign Sam to the frontier. That way I have everybody I need on the ship.
The lodge feels a little colder than it used to.
She is on my team right now. Now let's check our missions. Unity. I don't feel like doing that quest. What do we have from Sarah? And why do I have to this is...
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
That's kind of creepy. I mean, I'm gonna take it. But... it's still kind of creepy. Is Vladimir still here, or did he go back to the eye?
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for
He went
signs
back to
of
the eye.
continued trauma.
Sam wants to talk. I can talk with him on the ship, though. I might be able to just fast travel straight to the eye. You're carrying too much and can't fast travel. That's what she was saying to me. Why am I carrying too much?
Yes? What have you got for me?
I'm carrying 13 weapons? Where did I pick up all these equinoxes? Where did I get this Orion? Is this the gun that... No, that's not the gun that the guy gave me. This does 18. This does 27. This is like the upgrade, a better version of this. But this does plus 15% damage when... Alright, so I have to figure out how much more damage this does when aiming. It would do an extra, 2 points of damage, so it would be 20 when aiming. That would do 27 all the time. Here, you hold this. I'm going to keep the Orion. My mass is now below my carry weight. They're going to walk back to the ship. We're just going to fast travel.
You might want this.
We got to get to a bunch of markets where I can get health stuff. Because I used all of my health stuff.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
The Eye sustained damage in the Starborn attack, not all of which can be repaired.
Thanks for pointing that out, Vasco.
Been washing red here and there all over the station. Grim work. The spanner's torque is what the Eye needs now. We'll fix her good as new. Got one. I'd go into the astronomical charting data with you, but clear as day just to point you right to it.
That's what I had to come up here for. Why can't he just radio me like the rest of the civilized world?
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
I did not intend to fall down.
I'm working hard, Captain.
You're
You
holding
need
that
something?
radio up all by yourself?
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
Oh wait,
Hey,
he does
Captain.
have it. Do you have anything?
Need help with
for me?
anything? Oh, right. I nearly forgot. Here you go.
What did you give me? And I couldn't see it because my computer status monitor is in the way.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation. So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Solomon Coe? Is it everything you imagined? Well, that's a first. I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Coe and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat. Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days, he'd flat out deck him. I am. And I'm not. Yeah, there was a time, well before Cora, where it really weighed on me. Felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope
Yeah.
I can help Cora to...
I can relate.
I don't know.
00 Core said, "Hello Rob, cool, will be lurking annihilating my enemies in stow with my newly upgraded ship. It's like a shark of the ocean of space, tears of joy." 00 Core said, "Hello Evie Roan, cool." 00 Core said, "BK, this
Sounds
true
good.
cool."
Sounds good,
Barbarian
Zero.
King said, "Hi Zero, hot beverage."
Cora's gonna get a 5-star university education from me. For my father, Cora, and me, everything starts and ends with Solomon Coe. He looked out at the stars and he dreamed a way to get there. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system, set foot on a new world. Well, I get it. That's powerful stuff. And now... I'm just getting sappy. You're a bad influence, you know that?
Invad 3 RDIZ. Said.
You say the damnedest things.
Sub-Zero.
Well, I hope the comic book they make about our adventures is better than that rag on Solomon. The stuff they publish is just downright embarrassing.
Do I have anything that I need to transfer? I don't need to carry a deep mining spacesuit. Or the marine suit. Where did I get a security guard uniform? Not that I'm complaining. I mean, look at it. It's just... It's cool. I might actually wear that. I was a bounty hunter, after all.
Barbarian King.
Make sure I'm not
said,
carrying any ship
Fireworks
parts.
time sparkler sparkler.
I don't need to be carrying around adaptive frames. Oh, that's all. I was looking for miss. Charity of the Wolf. Where was that? Don't remember. Loose ends. That's on Neon. There's a lot of shops on Neon. Somewhere we went, there was this derelict spaceship. In orbit. Paradiso Chief Security Officer.
It's released. Let's go.
this planet it's not. Already been there, so I know I can make that jump. But I can't make that jump, right? That might be the derelict ship that I saw in orbit. It is. Out of fuel range. Okay. We'll stop at Olympus. That is a long jump.
You know my great-grandpappy made that trip, right? We're here.
Let's go over here and dock and see if they have a shop on board. Did I mention I need medical supplies? Because I used a lot of them fighting that Starborn. Jeez, he was tough.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
Good day, Captain.
Hey!
Why do I feel like I'm in zero gravity here? Because I'm in zero gravity. I didn't even know I was picking a fight. Oh wait, if I use the shotgun, I'm working on 2 skills. I thought I was coming and checking out for...
Injury received. Exterior plating damaged.
Retreat on me!
I am uncertain why you believe the conflict with us was advisable.
Come then, meet your death.
Why are you just floating, Andresia?
damaged.
Watch the side, damn it!
I cannot wait to kill you. One less target.
Oh god. This is... Wait for that!
Open up! Pull back now!
Remain easily defeated.
Just die already! Got my damn arm! This is the end.
Our performance in that conflict was beyond adequate.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
That's why I'm checking them. I thought this was just a regular space station. I did not stop here to start a fight.
Take a moment. See if there's anything here we should take.
Twelve 1936-5. Boy, this floating thing has gotten annoying real fast. Okay, this one's going to be more complex. Okay, so that one goes... If this one goes here... Alright. This one goes here almost for sure. Ooh, then that one's not the answer. Unless it goes... Now this one has to go here. Yep. This one is not going to go anywhere. Now this is where I need to save, because master locks are new to me. Alright, if I get that one, I need something that's got them just off from being directly across from each other. That's not just off from directly across. Ooh, that's... And then I need a single one. That works. Okay. That one works. Then that one, right? Okay. Ooh. That's a high damage lawgiver. It's suppressed. Deals double damage to targets with full health, so it's doing 69 damage, which is 138 to a full health individual. Yes, please. Where is that? We are going to favorite that in the place of the previous lawgiver. It's got a scope. It's suppressed. I'm liking it. Now let's go look at the computer again, because I already forgot the numbers. 12, 19, 36, and 5. Because I'm smarter than your average bear, I'm going to write those down.
I trust you will help yourself to anything.
I don't know where the gaming machines are, but I plan on hitting the jackpot.
Feel best not to leave anything useful behind.
That's why I
Spacers can strip a ship out from under you if you're not careful.
decided to strip him out. What do we got here? What is this stuff? I'll take it, it's sellable. Obviously, that's like a dance floor.
What?
There's somebody here. What are mech components?
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Said it's paying out the winnings. Where it's paying them out, I don't know. Is it maybe back at that,
Invad 3
Spacers will inhabit
RDIZ
almost anywhere,
said,
even if no one else
and
would
there
consider
goes
it worth
Mario
it.
Andretti into the chicane.
maybe it's back at that office computer? If I can find that office computer again. Because I'll be honest with you, I found it by sheer luck. Nope. But there's a kiosk outside the
I am
office.
more than willing to help you carry anything that has use, or is of considerable value.
Nope. I don't think I got my winnings. Then again, I don't know how to get out of here either, so. Now I'm stuck. Go around here, maybe? Somehow I have to get out of here. Am I... I'm over encumbered again.
Invad 3 RDIZ said, in the words of the mighty BK Collision hot beverage cookie.
Exactly. Hot beverage cookie. This says exit. Here we go.
Ugh, spacers. Could be any manner of riches.
Captain, greetings.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around.
An assassin's maelstrom? Furious calibrated Grendel. Couple of lawgivers. What the heck is this? That's new to me. That's the Orion. I'm keeping that. I like that regulator. The tombstone's a nice little 11 millimeter. I'm keeping that right now. All right, that does 5, and that does 14. I'm gonna get rid of this suppressed maelstrom. That's an 11 millimeter, does 22. It's got a high fire rate. That does 25.
In bad 3 RDIZ
Slightly lower fire rate.
said, RP, how interactive is the inside of the ship, or is there more to be desired? Like, can I flush my poo out the spaceport hole? I'd love to know that.
It's not that interactive, but there are facilities on board. I keep the pistol as a backup. So now I have a few less weapons in hand. Did I pick up anything heavy? Yeah, I only have 6 med packs. Have to go to Wolf. Turn this ship around. We have to go to Wolf. That's contraband.
I have, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Well, you're doing a great job, Stringbean. I'm proud.
Can I get to Wolf in one jump? I can.
What do you say we get you a new outfit next time we're planetside?
It still fits, Dad. And I love it. Now, a new book.
Okay, it's not a werewolf, it's a space station. Stop. See, I'm glad
And we're docked.
I looked at that.
How may the trade... Good to see you. I hope we have what you need.
I will sell that. Now I will buy from him all of his medical supplies. Which ain't a lot. back up to 1550. Now I'm just going to sit here for 48 hours while he finds more money. And hopefully more meds. While that's counting down, I'm going to fill my coffee cup. All right. Thanks for your patience, guys.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Nothing.
If there's anything I can do, may I be of service? Yes, of course.
Now, I want to see what you've got for meds. More mobilizer, yes. Ammo. Ultra mag, I know I need. 50 caseless. 11 caseless. Seven caseless. Caseless shotgun. Heavy particle fuse. He doesn't have any 45. Sell from the ship. What do I have in weapons? Sell the stolen stuff first. Gallows Reach. Oh, that's right. I stole that from the Russian guy. I'm not selling that.
Invad 3 RDIZ said, RP, I really think you would get sucker kick out of flying in Elite Dangerous.
I looked at Elite Dangerous. I'd consider it. I haven't ruled it out. Let's put it that way.
Invad3 RDIZ said, "Ill records sometime a small part of why I like that game."
Okay, that bashing arc welder. I think I'm going to keep that right now. You can have the solstice. I haven't used the drum beat. I think I'm going to try it before I...
Invad3
Get rid of
RDIZ said, "The way you control your ship, or jump from solar system to solar system. But it's not like Starfield though."
The extended mag, Coachman, while it's nice to have 4 rounds instead of 2, it's not suppressed. Haven't used the microgun yet. It chews through ammo from what I've been told. That was the thing Stroud gave me. I'm not going to get rid of it.
Invad3 RDIZ said, "Also Evil Within 2 is free to claim on Epic."
Alright, that's the Hitman's calibrated Grendel. Do I have a different Grendel up here? I don't need multiple Grendels. Let's get rid of that hand-loading Grendel. That's Solstice. Do I have a different Solstice? That one does 22. That one does 10. Goodbye. I'm just trying to empty his pockets now. Deep mining spacesuit. Should have a deep mining. Deep core pack. There you go. That one's kind of unique. I want to keep that. Bolstering advanced star room or space helmet grants up to 100 plus 100 energy resistance and physical resistance the lower your health is. Yeah. An old Earth baseball is worth 94. Look at all the crap that I've picked up that's actually got some value.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
You need something?
No, actually I don't. I just didn't want to fall down the hole. Alright. One of these, this one, needs to be... and this one. There.
Ship's detached. We're clear.
I really need to boost my... Buy or sell 150 unique items. That's going to take a while, but... How's my shooting going? Killed 50 enemies with a shotgun. I'm up to 5. I believe our we can jump to Voli. No, we're out of fuel if we go to Voli. Jump to Olympus. Then we'll be able to jump. To our final destination.
Grab jump spinning down. Will you just look at those skies?
Map right down, we can't jump! Ah! There's no way you can win this! Ah! We're okay!
Target's jump drive is down. Aw, poor little ship's missing its shield.
If you are free, sir.
Nice! That ruined their shields. Bam! Down goes their craft runner.
Freestar Collective owns you, stranger. Please acknowledge. We weren't expecting so many ecliptic vessels. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you? Salvage rights are yours. You take care.
Here, I was just stopping by. Is that a dead-free starship? No.
The Beezer said, "Hey Rob, Diz, King, 0, true. Got you on the TV while I work on cleaning."
Hey, bees.
Barbarian King said, "Hi Beezer."
Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
Invad 3 RDIZ said, "Bees."
I must not have been there already. Sucks that you have to jump from planet to planet when you haven't been to a place.
A daring voyage on the oceans of space brings us here.
Thank you. Pick up the hail. Hold up. We're here to collect on a bounty. Yours.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Hello RP smiling face with open hands."
Hey, BG.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Hello Barbarian King Blue Heart." Vault Girl 145 said, "Hello Bees and Diz smiling face with open hands." Barbarian King said, "Hi BG Blue Heart."
Ah, lucky shot. They got the jump engine.
Invad 3 RDIZ said, "Woman cook VG smiling face with hearts." 00 core said, "Hey VG smiling face with open hands." 00 core said, "Ice hot beverage." Vault Girl 145 said, "Hey Zero smiling face with open hands." Invad 3 RDIZ said, "Shelterin', hot beverage."
11,000 credits? I ain't paying that. It won't let me switch to... Come on! Come on! I want to go to my destination. I'd rather spend that money on repairs than...
Yeah, just for fun. No?
I'd rather spend that money on repairs than have them get it for a bounty.
The Beezer said. Hi VG smiley face.
I definitely have to upgrade my weapon system, so.
All clear. The land is set.
Such things I wish to discuss with you. When you
Captain,
have time.
do you require my assistance?
No, I need you to get the hell out of Andrasia's way, because she just said that she needed to talk to me, and you decided to walk in front of her and to ask if I needed anything. I'm going to change into something a little bit more rugged. Yeah, I'm actually going to take off the Mantis spacesuit.
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay? They are dedicated in their cause. This is rare and admirable, I think. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being. Yes, that is one way of putting it. I am often surprised at how reluctant some are to agree with the idea. They sometimes seem offended I would suggest such a thing. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of
Sounds
the
like
civil systems. They do
modern
not know
world.
how good they have it. Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea. I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems.
The Beezer
I grew up
said,
outside the bounds
wait,
of the United
the watches came
Colonies,
with a game, too.
or the Freestar Collective.
If you bought the boxed
My
game, yes.
parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside
You had to
our
pre-order
family
it.
could be trusted or relied upon.
And it had to be the deluxe
Can't
edition.
imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties
For
to others
$300.
is challenging in space. It has certainly proven valuable. Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
Alright, where's the ship, dude? Because I need some repairs. You're not the ship, dude.
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
The Beezer said, I can't play it on my Xbox S. Maybe after Black Friday, though. Looks like fun.
Hope you're staying safe out there.
Where's your ship, dude? Hey, ship dude, are you in here? You're not ship dude. Over near the yellow thing.
Hello, and welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Need some work done? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches. Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition.
You've got to be kidding me. I just got pounded. Let me see what
I'm
ships
sure
you
can
have
find
for
something
sale.
you'll like.
I want to see what you got for sale here.
Invad 3 RDIZ said, Tufik. Invad 3 RDIZ said,
That's decent
my
cargo
ex-dog is named
capacity.
Tufik.
That's crap cargo capacity. That's crap cargo capacity. What? Why would you be that big and not have any cargo space? Econo Hall. Decent cargo capacity. Not heavily armed. Kinda lower cargo capacity than at Econo Hall, but I'd have to upgrade the reactor as well.
Dog Breath said, X-Dog. Did it transition to a cat?
Hey dog, welcome aboard. Just a reminder, you do need to DM me your postal information so I can send out your prize from Monday's anniversary stream.
Dog Breath said, Hey wall saluting face.
I can't just send it to dog in the
Voltgirl
UK.
145 said, Hey dog. The Beezer said, Hi dog. Voltgirl 145 said, smiling face with open hands. Invad 3 RDIZ said, No, sadly it came out like the cartoon cat dog. Dog Breath said, Don't include me on that, Rob. Thank you though.
Now I'm going to have my daughter try and figure out who won. Because you won one. See what you've done? Extra work. Look at how big this thing is, and it's got crap for cargo. But it's got a great reactor. Holy
Dog
cow.
Breath said, I am here to bring disorder. Dog Breath said, smile with horns.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add rear-facing turrets onto my ship.
This inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route.
Barbarian King said, hi dog. Invad 3 RDIZ said, XD.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business.
Dog
You have
Breath
to be out here on the
said,
fringes of the settled
hand
systems.
waving cool.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford
Dog
to worry our
Breath
guests about.
said, is
As
there
such,
no
we need to
purchasing of
handle this
upgrades to
discreetly.
engines,
Failure
cargo
on your part to
space,
do so could have
etc.?
severe
Oh, I can
consequences.
upgrade.
So,
It's just
before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss
If-
this
if
with
I'm
anyone
going to
else
purchase a
unless
ship
explicitly directed to do so?
for that much, I want it to have most of what I need to begin with.
Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet.
Dog Breath
So
said,
far, doesn't seem to be
"Ah,
hostile. But any
gotcha."
attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions. It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As
Dog
soon as you
Breath
have any more
said,
information, report to Oliver
sensible
Campbell. He's the
consumer.
CEO of Paradiso.
The nightmare
All
to
formal
retail
decisions will
staff
need to go through
working on
him.
commission.
You'll have your pay. Good luck.
He doesn't even say a word about the fact that I'm basically wearing his uniform.
Between you and me, that ship is the most exciting thing that's happened here in ages.
If there's another uniform, I'm taking it for Andresia. I mean,
Dog Breath
she's hot and all,
said, what did you want him to say? You
we'd be a
look
prime
cute
target
in
for
that.
pirates, but they know to stay away for the most part.
Why are you making those noises at me? Knock it off, computer. No, I'm not stealing a grilled cheese
Dog
sandwich.
breath. Said, isn't that noise from a tape-reading computer?
It does sound like a tape style reader.
It is good to be back in our own ship.
I agree, Andreja. Ooh, I should put on my, Don't fly without it. Pretty sure that the game will screw with you if you take off without your suit on. You know, like you forgot to close your fly window and now you're dead.
Orbital pattern locked. Easy.
Invag3RDIZ. Said, that's how my PC sound when I start it.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
No. Not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since you were born.
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible.
Invag3RDIZ.
He's
said, but
he's
just
a bad
10x
liar.
louder. Invag3RDIZ. Said, JK. Dog breath. Said, I wonder if spacecraft in this universe toilet flush out into space.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
If so, I'd name my ship the Fan.
Hello, Captain.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile. You're human. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
You thought you were the only ones? I am afraid you have been unaware of a great many things.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind.
Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know.
Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others. Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did. Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Welcome to
Then
the
again, I
Earth
haven't
colony
seen any
ship
ships.
Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert
Dog
Brackenridge,
breath.
researched a number
Said
of scientific scenarios.
leapfrog.
Climate change,
Or
asteroid
leapt
impact,
frog.
nuclear war, global
Thinking
pandemic, and
face.
more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Just because our equipment's old, doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on.
Dog breath.
So,
Said,
here we are.
This ship
Let's
is a
talk.
vault in space.
It is. This is absolutely incredible.
I am both shocked and impressed that all of this is still functional.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually. Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating.
The minimum
But with
number
the stumbling block
of
in our
people
path, at this final moment,
to
I feel
rebuild
tough
humanity
choices will need
is
to be made.
staggering.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you? Ah, so they have a name. Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such. But initially, I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
Dog Breath said, I think it can be whittled down to 150 people with an 8 women to 5 men ratio, roughly, as safe genetics. Dog Breath
genetically,
said,
the number is
deGrasse
staggering.
covered it in a video I watched a while back.
Genetically, the number is staggering. Back in the early 2000s,
we thought about it.
They did a calculation.
It simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people.
And
sure, our first
shortly after they did the calculation, they came back and said we actually undercalculated by a factor of 10 at the minimum.
While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world. Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try.
Mr. Rob
Thank you,
Fan
and
Chat.
good luck.
Mr. Mikey.
Dog Breath
The
said,
Constant is a peaceful
Mikey
ship.
saluting face. Voldgirl 145 said, Hey Mikey. Invad 3 RDIZ said, Mr. Chat. Invad 3 RDIZ
Stay out of trouble.
said, and Mikey, Quick Smoke said, hand waving, hand waving, hand waving.
That woman's like, just stay out of trouble. And the first thing I do is
said,
go the wrong way.
Heart hands, heart hands, heart hands.
If there were animals on Earth, why aren't there any animals here?
Oh. Well, there wasn't enough room on board when our ancestors left Earth. We only have room for people.
What about the new planet? Will there be animals there?
Invad 3 RDIZ said, foot waving.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
That's good to know. They were never trained to address threats from outside their ship.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
That's good to know too.
We've got strict rules around here. They're strict for a reason.
I wonder what else is out there.
Medical bay is this way.
Quick Smoke said, better your foot than other things waving at me lol.
Medical
It's a
bay.
long time to survive on only the foods that can be grown here. I suppose being a picky eater was not an option.
I don't have much to spare, but if you are ever injured, I will try my best to help. Wait, how is it I don't know you? I know everyone on this ship.
Invad 3 RDIZ said, OMG Mikey.
Oh my. Yes, of course. Sorry, I was with a difficult patient when the announcement came through. But now I remember.
I should have
sent my husband, Mabuti, to greet you. It's quite fortunate that you arrived.
My husband,
when you did,
Mabuti.
For Mabuti's sake. Hopefully
I
you can
know
help resolve our current
it's just crass, but it opens it up to all kinds of puns about Mabuti. Because I'm an American.
There isn't. At least not in the medical sense. Since he was one of the eldest on board,
In that 3
he was ready to
RDIZ
volunteer for
said,
termination.
Boti means
Thankfully,
brother.
since you've arrived, that no longer seems necessary.
Ah!
Termination.
See, as an American, I wouldn't know that.
Means that he was going to volunteer his own life for the sake of the others on this ship, due to limited spaces
In
and
that
supplies.
3 RDIZ
Like the others,
said,
his
and
life
that
would
is
then
an
be
actual
honored
South
with special
African name they
distinction and
used.
recorded for history.
I'm sure.
Rarely we had to make difficult choices.
Bethesda's actually pretty good at
But Mabuti, he's too generous to let that happen. I certainly hope so too. It shouldn't.
It does seem to be resolved.
In that 3 RDIZ said, smoother brother. That's what the IE at the end means.
smaller brother. Aha! Thank you. I don't want to know how they have modern med/trauma packs.
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
Wonder what it's like out there. Young, I do.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't you?
Taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
Your ship is way...
Yeah, we're landing.
Barbarian King said, "Hi, Smoke."
Yes. What?
I can see why this location was chosen for a resort. Very nice.
It is, isn't it? This looks like a shop.
Quick Smoke
I
said,
promise, when we're
"Hey,
done with
King
you,
Prince."
you'll feel as good about yourself as I do. Why, hello, darling. Welcome to Enhanced Paradiso. You too can use our services to help you feel as good about your appearance as I do mine. We can make you thinner, larger, change your hair, your face, or even your sex. Anything you want. Or perhaps I can interest you in the Paradiso Getaway Bundle promotion. This is a one-time offer for new Paradiso customers. Once you decline, it's gone. We simply book 2 sessions for you for a greatly reduced price. Why, you might ask? Many Paradiso guests come to get away from their normal lives, and often they like to believe what happens here stays here.
In
So,
that
they will change their appearance
3
not only when they
said,
get here to engage in some
"Change your
fun,
face."
but also when they leave to go back to their normal lives. Take care of your beautiful self.
In that 3 RDIZ said, "They take you to the back, fill a pillow with bricks and beat the SHT out of you."
Yeah, that'll change my
Dog
face.
Breath said,
"Can I have a peniston attached to my forehead, please?"
Hi there.
It will save a lot of time for people building the conclusion.
Dog breath. Said.
Peniston.
I cannot recall ever
Dog breath.
having the time,
Said.
let alone the funds.
That is not what I typed.
Another lost belonging notification in the system. When am I going to find the time?
In that
Oh, dear, a guest.
RDIZ.
Dreadfully sorry
Said.
you had to hear my
XD.
complaint. How unprofessional of me. Hello, welcome to Paradiso. Dirk Huddleston at your service. Do you need assistance checking in for your reservation? You're not? Perhaps you'd allow me to persuade you to reconsider? We have the finest amenities within or outside of the settled systems. If you do change your mind, or if you need anything at all, I am here to help. Oh no, you're on vacation. I wouldn't dream of asking a guest, or a non-guest as the case may be, to find other guests' lost belongings. But if you want to take a look at the list in the system and you happen to find anything while you're out and about, I suppose it would help me out. Please, don't feel obligated, however. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
This is probably the best vacation I've ever taken.
If I happen to find stuff while I'm here, it's experience. Andresia, why did you stop right outside the elevator? This way, if anything happens to
One of these days, I'd love to experience this resort.
be up
the
here,
way
it
our
should be
guests do.
Mark.
Let me know if I'm able to help with anything. Between you and me, I'm kind of glad most of the execs never show up to work. Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it. And we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business. What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical sea-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say. Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Alarm's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition.
We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront at a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this.
If you've heard about us elsewhere, chances are it's because of me.
Come on, mate. Loads more interesting things to do outside. No need to mill about in here. Hello? I didn't realize Kiwi was letting people in here. No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day. The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine. I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, I'm your
Normally I'd offer
diplomat.
you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke.
Kind of like Bruce
But
Willis
given
in The Fifth Element.
circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! Despicable? Hardly. Just a backup plan in case we can't get them to leave. But you're right. No one's going to buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team.
In VAD 3
So tell me,
RDIZ.
what's the actual deal
Said,
with this massive
open
eyesore
mouth
of a
smile.
ship? Besides scaring people away. Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them
Barbarian King
quite a bit
said,
too.
hot
They
beverage
need to work off all
cookie.
their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav
Dog
drive so they can
breath
find a new home.
said,
We could
Just
even
made
lend our
me a
engineers to help
cuppa.
and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You. And which
Dog
proposal
breath
will you be taking
said,
with the good captain?
Other
I
hint
assume
RP
there's a
game
captain?
would allow you to eliminate these dicks.
Dog breath said,
Decent.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck!
They deserve a renewed chance to decide their own fates. That is the right thing to do.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
Yeah, how about you blow it out your ass? Alright. Naturally, I can't see where those things are from here. Let me... And I can't use the computer, can I? No, I have to go down to the lobby to see where they are.
It's my pleasure to make sure our guests are happy.
I swear, this is the only part about any company's games, Bethesda's or otherwise,
Yet another nice
that I
day
get
in
irritated
Paradiso.
with.
They're all nice days.
They come up with a quest, go do
Surely
this
I can do something for you?
here, and they don't put the quest information in the log. You have to go somewhere to reread it. Alright. Thermos Spaceport. Ring Beach. Slate Roof Terrace. Keycard 5th floor.
Hey, hope you're enjoying yourself.
It don't actually get into the elevator. Someone
Every
was...
day's nice around here, but I think you caught us at one of the nicest.
Yeah, I bet.
Your safety is our #1 priority.
All of this area, they were waiting for the elevator here.
Come here for a little R&R, huh? Me too. If I could just stay here forever, I would.
I'll tell you what,
I have to admit, this resort isn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
I would happily take that thermos and give it to the guy who was missing his thermos. Can't break into people's rooms.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. You have a great day too. I was just looking to see if you had any med packs on the wall.
Oh, this is even better than in the brochure.
No one's going to care if I call out sick from work for another week, right?
Looking for a data slate.
There are so many activities I'm looking forward to doing. I just have a good time relaxing.
Okay, so key card and slate. The ring is at the beach.
I'm not much of a beach person, but everyone talks about this place. So I had to see for myself.
Excellent sightlines. This would make a decently defensible position. And the view is nice too.
Alright, spaceport and the beach. This looks like the direction to the beach. It is. It didn't say at the suite at the beach. It just said at the beach. So yeah, go ahead. Find a ring at the beach, right?
Hey, if you're looking to relax, I run a guided meditation on the beach. Anyone is welcome.
I never tire of seeing beaches on almost any planet.
Everything here is a little more expensive than I expected. Guess that's how they get you.
Desktop fishbowl. What the hell's that doing out here?
I'm on vacation because I don't want to be bothered by anyone. Get it?
Not to be a downer, but this place is almost too perfect, right?
I wish I had booked a stay for longer.
Why does everybody have a freaking Russian accent?
Why did I think 3 days was going to be enough?
I don't think any place could be more perfect.
I might have to re-look in that computer because it might have more information than just at the
Dog
beach.
breath.
If I
Said,
could just stay
Can
here
your
forever,
character
I would.
swim?
No one can swim.
I was worried about my beach body until I spoke with
But then again, the water's not actually very deep. If you look, the water's only that deep, no matter where you go.
Barbarian King. Said, sunbathing beer mugs.
Yeah, it said sunbathing, so it should be
in the brochure.
near one of these towels.
Invad 3 RDIZ said, "Yes, dog, every planet." Invad 3 RDIZ
I guess
said,
I have to admit, this
"Sorry,
resort
Caps."
isn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
But no such luck on the ring just popping up near a towel.
It's lovely here.
I wish I had booked a stay for longer.
Hey there.
You looking to start something? Huh? Because I'll throw down if I have to.
Not to be a downer, but this place is almost too perfect, right?
No one's going to care if I call out sick from work for another week, right?
Dog Breath said,
"Your companion looks like an institute courser."
Dog Breath said,
"Cool."
Right now, my favorite two companions are Andresia and Barrett. Which is a good thing because I accidentally got one of my companions killed by not responding to a threat. Ah, there's something over here. You see, this stuff being over here is kind of odd.
Dog Breath said,
"Killed companions are not companions. They were more loose associates."
Dog Breath said,
Smirk.
You do have a point, Doug. You're not entirely wrong. That's not going to do it. I screwed up. And it cost me.
Barbarian King said, "Oops." Dog Breath said,
"Break out the screwdriver and hairpins."
I know, right? Okay, that one's there. Okay, if this one's here, are they sharing? I think they're sharing. I can't have them sharing. It says I have 2 auto slots, but it's not letting me use them.
Dog Breath said,
"I'd say middle row. second one in from left is this one.
Right, but then I need to cover these 3 because I don't have a 1 pip.
Dog Breath said,
Oh. I see how it works. Clever.
Barbarian King said, 3, 5, 1.
If I do 3, the only place 3 goes is right here. No, 3 can go in 2 different ways. Five can only go in 1 way, though. So I swear the game moves picks around. But I don't have a single pick now. You think 3, 5, and 1.
Barbarian King said, that was 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you think
Dog Breath said,
pouting.
That's 5. 3 could go there. But does 5 intersect? It does. Five can only go there.
Barbarian King said, but you did number 6, not 5.
I tried number 6,
Barbarian
but now
King
I'm on 5.
said, the delay is awful.
See, this is 5. This is 5. That is 3. But they're sharing a pin. Right in the upper right-hand direction. And neither of them is covering the lower right-hand direction. And this one only goes in one way. See, this one actually...
Barbarian King said, okay.
Yeah, there was one that I saw that could actually go in two ways. That was sort of promising. See, this one looks so good. And then it's not. I don't think I have the picks to do this lock. Or it wants me to do... Because I was doing this with a 2 and a 2. Let's try it with a 3 and a 1.
Barbarian King said, is that 1, 3? Barbarian King said, no.
I definitely think that we need to see, it's auto-slotting a 2 here, which means that the next one has to be the other 2. That's just so wrong to me. And I just wasted an auto slot on that because I disagree with it. if I auto slot that, I have to use the other two. I only have a single one. So now I have to use this too.
VaultGirl 145 said, the first one only has 2 slots on it.
I don't understand your meaning there. The first ring had 4 slots in it, and instead of using a 3 and a 1, it made me use a 2 and a 2 when I used the auto slot.
Quick Smoke said, that makes the 2 of us, Rob, lol.
That's definitely the one that goes there. This one just doesn't go anywhere. It might go in the middle. It looks like it goes in the center ring. This looks like it goes here. This does not go in the outer ring. If this were to go here, all right, this one could only go here. But this would never go here. Yeah, this cannot go in the center ring. This can't go in the center ring. This one could go in the center ring. this one could as well. As a matter of fact, I think these are the two that solve the center ring. But I don't have anything that solves the outer ring. They're sharing too many positions. Or are they? This is where being dyslexic does not help. Seeing the other pins between picks throws me off. This one's lined up and is not hitting 1, 2, 3. This one never hits the lower right corner, the 5 o'clock. This one never hits the 5 o'clock. $10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I think that opens it. Good God. If you have a choice, don't suffer from dyslexia. The medium theft arc welder.
And succeed at that before we are discovered.
Hey, kiddo.
Let's go back and shopping. Do you like my new shoes?
Sure.
Sure. That's supposed to mean. They're not combat boots, so they're not worthy. I get it. I get it.
Did y'all pick up any monsters while you were out?
I don't know if they did, because all we were at were clothing stores.
Ah.
I love you.
Love you too. Still gotta search this beach. I think it's interesting that I got an arc welder that increases the odds of people dropping a med pack on death. So what I have to do is look for someplace somebody was sunbathing. Thanks, Bethesda. Repeatedly go up the same way.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
I might.
How's it going? Hope you've been having fun here.
Why did I think 3 days was going to be enough?
All right, so somebody was sunbathing. I can't jump straight back to Wolf. I can't take that. That's contraband. And we're too far from Wolf to jump. Straight there. Okay. This seems pretty straightforward. It's a 2-in-1. Let's see if there's a different pick that it wants me to use first. I don't have a 2 slightly offset, do I? Nope. I don't have a different pick slightly offset, so I could use this one. Ooh, that one was off. Nope. I was right about that. So let's start this over, because clearly I was mistaken. But I don't have two that are straight across from each other. These don't work. It almost has to be this one, because this one does work, but I don't have that one. This eats up two of my single slots. Why does this say 0 digipicks? I had 16 of the bastards. This has to be. If I do that, does this fit here? It does. But that didn't help much. Didn't help at all, actually. Wow. What is this thing? Finding all kinds of stuff. I have no digipicks left.
Barbarian King said, N. Barbarian King said, nice.
We're going to go back to the resort lobby and check that entry on the computer.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know to stay away from them.
You are a prime target for pirates. I'm 100% certain of it.
I'm just glad I don't work on the luxury cruisers that bring me.
Hey. Get out of here. Outside the entrance to a cabana. There's like only one cabana down here. Unless they're calling these the cabanas. Which, that's probably what they're calling them. There we go. To the spaceport.
Voldgirl 145 said, I think you can get the wearable swimsuit in one of the cabanas here.
Be sure to it is my pleasure to make your stay as accommodating as possible. Thank you again for staying with us.
Oh, I haven't gotten the thermos yet. If you're gonna get all the stuff, get all the stuff.
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
Now return the items to Dirk. Hey, Dirk Diggler.
I'm here to help if you need it.
You are not helpful. Just standing around.
Greetings. I hope you're well on this fine day. Huh. Well, this is unexpected. You really shouldn't have felt obligated to help. But the truth of the matter is, you've actually saved me a great deal of time and headaches, so I suppose I should give praise where praise is due? So, good. I should probably give you something for your trouble. Thank you, I guess.
He either gave me 1,800 or 18,000 credits, so... I could come back if I ever feel the need for the swimsuit, VG. I'm not really a swimsuit kind of guy. Unless I'm actually actively swimming. What's the status of the mission?
Voldgirl 145 said, me either, but Sarah looks pretty good in it.
About Sarah. She's not with us anymore.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Say the word, and we shall be on our way.
Hey, how are you?
Voldgirl 145 said, wait, what happened?
I just read about them.
A haiku, huh? That sounds exciting. Let's hear it. Ships
Starships fly there like coffins, carrying us home.
Not bad.
Orbit locked.
copy down
Look
too.
at that view.
You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles.
It
the
changed
comet-eating
my
bunny.
mission, didn't it? It did.
Bald Girl 145 said, or is it part of the story?
I don't know how far into the story you've gotten. And I definitely don't want to ruin anything for you. See, they told me to go talk to somebody about giving those people a drive and instead of that being the mission that was active, the game made a different mission active. What kind of bullshit is that?
Vault Girl 145 said, I've not done much. Into the Unknown and the one with Sam after that. I did do her personal mission, then I abandoned her at the lodge.
Out of fuel range. Alright, so...
Vault Girl 145 said, anything after that I'm still in the dark about it and would like to stay that way as much as possible.
I'll let you know that it's not a foregone conclusion that she won't be with you in the future.
No matter how many times
Restart into space.
it never gets
Hold while we scan your ship. And that's it. Enjoy Neon.
Vault Girl 145 said, okay. Vault Girl 145 said, thinking face.
It won't let me go to my missions. Out of fuel range still. Why? You've got to be kidding me.
Yes, we're here. Look at those beautiful stars.
Why is he making me go halfway across the universe to talk to somebody about putting a grav drive on a ship in orbit over his ship planet?
Smugglers always like to use Hope Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
I'm selling, not buying.
It's great to see you. How is Mom?
Oh, same as usual. Except now all she does is goes on.
Hello. A fair amount of business runs through Hope Town.
3-star Rangers. Do you sell stuff?
Sure, we get the occasional bar fight, but it's usually pretty quiet around here.
No, you don't.
New face, huh? Got some business with me, or just learning the lay of the land? The fact I'm in this ranger station wearing this uniform doesn't make that obvious? Well, it's a public space. As long as you don't interfere with my work, you're welcome to stop by any time. Ranger Niakalu. I'm a Hope Town girl born and raised, so I know a lot of the locals. Helps me do the job. That being said, keeping the peace around here is more the job of local security. No problem. Bye.
Excuse me, excuse me! A little desperate here. This is such a long shot.
Pardon? I don't want to hear any complaints.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect...
I have never liked Hope Tech ships.
Our
Though
motto
I
is,
suppose that is
"There are
hardly the
trucks
point of them.
in space.
If you have an appointment with Ron Hope, he's on the top floor. He's very busy, so if you don't have a meeting scheduled, he may not be available. If you need anything else, just grab me.
I like how he directs me to where the guy is, but says I can't go if I don't have an appointment.
Oh no. Hope Tech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than space freight. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time.
If I tell him Oliver Campbell sent me, I want to pause this. If I tell him Oliver Campbell sent me, he might try and gouge me for more money. But if I tell him we're all busy, he might be offended.
You should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours. It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are. As much as I'd love to, I just don't know if I can afford to take a loss on this. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not sure about karma, but I do know that I can't base my decisions off a concept that may or may not exist. That's something I hadn't considered. I could be famous, and with that comes more lucrative contracts. Tell you what, sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
The things I do because I'm a good guy.
We'd be dust except for the factory.
I like your outfit. Where do I get one of those? .3D printer for food.
Just processing another order for pickups. Popular model.
That guy works as hard as anybody I've ever seen working in cubicles.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine. One hopes the best thing
Looks like they
That's a mighty big ship you got there. I guess I can't steal it. I was ready to, though, damn it. Look at that. I'm down to almost nothing in credits. Because I just paid for the damn grav drive.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Do you know how hard I had to work to get all those credits?
Excusez-moi.
Oh. Where are you at, Andrasia?
I hope you're having a good day.
Andrasia. 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 Sweetie.
Dad, can I have a pet?
A pet?
Got my attention, Captain.
We live on a starship, Cora. Pets and starships don't always mix so well.
I can get the coffee mug, but not her.
I need somebody to talk to while I'm on.
Why not empty her pockets so I can... What you doing, sweetie?
This is my outfit.
Ooh.
I'm going to the strip later tonight.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Say your last goodbyes.
Down to 4,900.
Orbital insertion. Done. Time to dance among the stars.
I definitely need to upgrade my... grav drive. Need to upgrade my piloting ability. So that I can jump. Further. Yeah, get Class B components.
I should have someone must have found him. We're here.
Are
cause trouble, there won't be trouble.
Stay out of trouble.
Where's the stairs? There we go.
If the other colonists knew how many times the constant almost came apart at the seams, whew, well, thankfully I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? I knew it.
GG!
It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more.
I love you.
I've
I
got
love
so
you
many
too.
questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Indeed. Thank you for being so kind and indulging me. You must understand how thrilling this news is for someone like me. Someone who suspected this encounter was, in fact, possible. Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, this ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag. I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here. Yes! So many! Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more, but I don't want to take up all your time. Haha! I knew it! Incredible! Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible.
I was wealthy just a few minutes ago.
Nearly all of their financial resources. I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there. Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right. Ah, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves. What crab tribe? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? Great, great, great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
I've lived my entire life in the
I don't remember what he told me to do.
I'm not sure how else to live.
What order he told me to
Exciting
do.
times, aren't they?
Luckily, I can replay.
Last, power from the port turbo. Great, great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator.
Power
Then,
from
turn the plasma runoff in
port turbo pump
First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator.
to the aux cryogenic radiator.
Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%.
Plasma runoff inhibitor to 5%.
Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
Decouple magnetic flange pipe from aux module assembly. This is why I keep note paper near my desk. Because paper near my desk. That crap is complex. The first step is port turbo pump. Turbo pump is not on this one.
Barbarian King said, collision.
All right, here we go. Port turbo pump. To the auxiliary cryogenerator.
Hi.
Hey there.
Now, plasma runoff inhibitor 5%.
Keeping a 200-year-old ship running is nothing.
And we're going to do the auxiliary module assembly decouple. The decouple magnetic flange. From the auxiliary module assembly.
Looks like everything is good to go, both your end and mine. Can you go inform the captain while they're finishing the installation?
Yeah.
Thanks.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
I know, isn't it awesome? I could take your entire ship down, and
Boy,
you are
am I
not
glad
trained
you
for
weren't
it.
some sort of...
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
What do we got here? I am taking the...
I suppose that is ours now.
It is.
Eh?
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting than they are now.
That only goes to the brig. I want to go to the bridge.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work.
Did you hear? What to think? All this time, we thought we were alone.
How do I get to the bridge?
I do not envy the lives that have been led.
Elevator.
Just stay out of trouble.
Of course I'll stay out of trouble. What kind of trouble could I get into?
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
What's in here? Oh, this is the commander's office. This is a nice office.
Quite a heritage to have brought this ship so far over such a long time. Worthy of the pride these portraits show.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it. Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life. Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done. We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map from the Paradiso engineers. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds until we find one that matches the quality of Paradiso. Purima 2 here. Without you, we'd
I
most
should
likely
charge
be
them.
stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
And they just loaded me up with a bunch of stuff.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
Be careful. Some of the crew are not happy with your meddling. They wish to be on solid ground, not adrift in space for any longer.
Piloting the old Constant has been fun. I'm looking forward to flying some fancy new ships when this is all over.
This is an incredible ship, and I could see this as the ship headquarters, right?
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
But from outside, it's got a cockpit. So I'm very surprised that it has no regular cockpit from the inside, you know? Alright, that's the elevator. I don't need the elevator.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you right off this ship. Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
You're lucky I don't feel like killing everybody on this ship. 'Cause that was one of my options. Why there's a digipick on board is beyond me, but I need them, so it's mine now.
Oh, I've heard about you. The visitor who helped us get into the situation we're now in, roaming the galaxy with no end in sight. Sorry, I don't mean to be ungrateful or rude. I'm just frustrated. Is it that obvious? Breckenridge is intent on finding a home just as perfect as Paradiso, and it's clear that's never going to happen. I'd love to leave. But outside of you and the occasional passing trade ships we make contact with, there aren't any ways off this ship. And besides, Breckenridge forbids it. I've tried. She insists we stay together for the sake of the community. I'm stuck here. It's a long shot. You've dealt with her. You know she can be stubborn. But then again, you did make her see reason before and set us on this path. Maybe you can do it again and fix this mess. Sorry, I know it may not sound like it, but I'd actually be really grateful to you if you succeed.
When we confront her about this, we will not take no for an answer. She will let you go. You'll see.
Don't worry, Janet Yang. We're gonna go see her right now. With all of my red-headed fury.
Now that we know there are other people out there,
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen...
Captain, where are you?
just because our equipment's old, doesn't mean it won't work to take
That
down
planet was not right for us anyway. No doubt the next one will be. I'm well aware of Janet's desire to leave. I'll tell you the same thing I told her. For the sake of our mission and community, we need to stay together. Each member of our community is valuable, especially Janet. If she left, we'd be at least a couple of weeks behind in food production while we trained someone to fill her role. But I suppose if you brought us more food staples to tide us over while that happens, we could do it. Say, a large quantity of potatoes? Sorry, that's not going to be enough. If we're really going to do this, you'll need to bring me more. Let me know when you've got what I'm asking for. Well, if you can bring me those potatoes to make up for our potential food shortage in her absence, I'll be the judge of that. I know, which is why I'm taking into account the future of our entire crew, and not just one individual. I hadn't thought of it that way. Her sister remains with us, so she'll likely wish to visit, and with more knowledge to share. Janet's been in a sour mood before. She'll snap out of it again, I'm sure. Sorry, I've made up my mind and we can't afford to lose her.
Damn it!
Unless you can figure out some sort of reasonable alternative to make up for her absence, then my answer remains a firm no.
Where am I going to get potatoes?
Very well. Return when you're ready.
Where do they have potatoes?
Just stay out of trouble.
I'm gonna try.
It's almost time to take inventory of our stock again.
Hey, maybe you could help. Oh, hey! I've been hearing a lot about you. You're the one who helped us out of that mess so we can find a new place to live. I'm Daisuke, the Constance Provisions Manager. It's nice of you to come back and visit so I can finally meet you in person. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Not much, but it's yours for a fair price.
Barbarian King.
Do you have potatoes?
Done.
You don't have any potatoes.
See you around.
Great. How many more days? Years of being cooped up here before we find a new place to live.
It would be very convenient if there was potatoes in here.
much to learn now that I can get inventory from the outside.
Sweet rolls. Thanks, Bethesda. I saw one of these that's labeled potatoes. But I can't take them. Could you look the other way for a few minutes there, Dasuke? I want to get into the
We're so close to finding our new home.
to the plant room.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
Oh look, space toilet. Just what I wanted. Alright, just let me the fark off this shit.
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
Now I'm stuck in
Sure is nice to know there
people's
are other
rooms.
people out there.
I'm trying to get the hell out of here now.
Now that we know there are other people out there,
That goes to a classroom.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
How do I get out of here?
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what you do.
Strangely enough, guns don't do anything. People do things with guns.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
We've got strict rules around here. They're strict.
I will get Janet
Systems
off
are
this
nominal.
ship.
We are ready to depart.
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we?
Can we speak for a moment? I tried to talk to you, Andresia. You wouldn't talk to me.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like a lot. Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure, sweet.
I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You agreed with me that true purpose can be a driving force in life.
Barbarian King said,
But something
"Lol."
has been nagging at me since. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And
Why do I now feel like we're playing peekaboo?
I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. Thank you. I have always believed, no, hoped that is true. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet, Thank you. I appreciate the reassurance, but I would like to try. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. It certainly influenced the way I see the universe. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning. Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea, but therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. I appreciate that more than you know.
Let me guess, speak with Diana is the captain.
Greetings, Captain.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort.
You're lucky I let you talk to me.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting. Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
My crew may not realize it now, but we will be...
She's not going to give me another chance to persuade her, is she?
Well, if you can bring me those potatoes to make up for our potential food shortage in her... Sorry, that's not going to be enough. If we're really going to do...
I'm not going to reload. I don't know how far back that is.
We were never trained to address threats.
I'm just going to have to go find where I can find a large quantity of potatoes. What constitutes a large quantity of potatoes?
Now that we know there are other people out there,
but for right now, I'm going to thank everybody who came out for the up to 4 hours that we have been streaming Starfield. I hope everybody had a good time. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. I will be back tomorrow at noon U.S. Pacific Time with another installment of Zombie Army 4, continuing the Spooktober 2023 playthrough of all of the extra missions that came with the game. I certainly hope you had a good time today. I enjoy bringing this game to you. I will do some offline research to see if I can figure out where to find the potatoes, and if the only way to deal with this mission is actually to persuade her, I will actually go to an earlier save and do the persuade option offline. But take care, everybody. Check in on friends and family. Make sure everybody's doing okay. I'm Rob. You've been Gaming with RP.